right, kind of on a roll. No reason to really kind of wait. I'm in the mood to play tonight, so let's break down how spring training went. We've already made a couple of moves. You see, we finished 17 and 10. Don't know how that happened, but then again, it is spring training, and everybody's playing backups and whatnot. So well, perhaps we got lucky. So first, break down a couple moves for you guys. So we started off by cutting Jolice Chassin. Didn't really see much of a use for him because had a lot of other righties that I kind of want to try out in the majors, and I wanted to clear a roster spot for Oliver Perez because I don't really have any lefties that I'm going to feel comfortable with having in the majors. I only have two lefties on my 40-man roster, and Ben Bowden, who actually had a killer spring training, but I don't know if I want to start him in the majors. We'll see as we do our regular cuts and everything like that, but great spring training from him. And then the other one is Lucas Gilbreth, who also had a pretty good spring training, but is only a 68 overall. Considering taking those guys slow a little bit, maybe starting them in AAA. But then as spring training went on, I picked up an injury to Daniel Bard. He got a fractured forearm. So being out 1 to 2 months, I decided to throw him onto the 60-day IL so I could open up a roster spot. And because my starting pitching is so rough, I decided to go after Brad Peacock. Pretty good makeup, not great stamina, so he's going to really kind of eat up my bullpen quite a bit, but I got a couple of guys I can throw into my long relief spot to kind of piggyback off of one another. But I'm going to throw Brad Peacock into my starting rotation there. So let's get our final cuts down. So Gomber, Marquez, and Gray didn't pitch at all during the spring training. Actually, show you guys something that I do. I usually do this if I'm trying to figure out who's going to win a rotation spot. I will actually put all of my known starters and bullpen guys like down here, because if you know, the computer doesn't use these guys in just the relief pitcher positions. Only people in these designated positions here. So it just lets me get all of these guys more usage, so I can really kind of figure out who is the best pitchers that I want to have on my roster. So Chichi Gonzalez, gonna keep him on the roster. Castellani, since he's 25, we're gonna option him to AAA. Freeland had a good spring training. He's gonna be up here in the majors. Lambert, good, but I definitely want to get him some more seasoning down there. Same with Santos. Mujica did not pitch well at all. Senzatella, we'll hold off on him, see what other people we have to clear up. So Robert Stevenson, Michael Givens, okay. Peacock, Kinley, okay. Ben Bowden, we'll keep him up for now. Justin Lawrence, he did pretty well. Yancy Almonte, Lucas Gilbreth. We're not going to keep three lefties up for sure. My bullpen did a really good job in spring training. Yohan Ibar, send him back down to AA. Didn't even let him pitch at all because I knew he wasn't gonna make the roster at all. No options there. Connor Joe, send him to AAA. That's Montero, send him to AA. Want to start him at AA, so I'm building up from there. Trejo may make the roster, we'll see. Okay, so I am at 17 pitchers, which means I need to cut 5 pitchers still. So let's get these guys. I know Freeland's going to be in the rotation because I want at least one lefty. Actually, I have 2 because I have Gomber. And then I'm going to have Peacock or Gonzalez. No, we don't want Chichi Gonzalez over Peacock. Look at the difference in makeup. So, okay, Gomber's going to be my stud. Behind him, we'll use... oh, wait, hold on. There he is. I'm missing Herman Marquez. There we go. So, Gomber or Marquez? Who do we want to be our ace? We'll do Marquez. Gray, third pitcher. Freeland, fourth, and Peacock, fifth. Okay. So, closing pitcher, well, we'll do Michael Givens as our closer because I want to get Oberg a lot of usage in the middle relief role so he can really show out for these scouts as I try to trade him. So Sense is definitely going to go down, that's for sure. No need for him up here right now. Okay, so let's try. So definitely want to have Chichi Gonzalez because I need some length out of my bullpen. Scott Oberg. And when I'm done setting up here, I'm going to show you guys how to organize your bullpens as well. So you get certain guys who have the most amount of usage. You can actually kind of set it up to where you can tell the game which guys to use. You know, I am going to send Ben Bowden back down. Just get him that extra season. Great spring training. Let's see if he can carry it over to AAA. If he dominates early, we'll bring him back up. Okay, so now we're looking at we want to put Oliver Perez there. Kinley is going to be there. So, oh wait, I need somebody in my setup role. Not going to have a lot of setup opportunities, so I guess Kinley's got the highest clutch, but Stevenson's really got the best makeup, so we'll put him there. And then I really just have to decide. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have one more player who needs to come out. Justin Lawrence, he's 26. He throws some gas. Yency Almonte. I'll put Yency Almonte. He pitched pretty well last year, so what's his deal? Baseballs per 9. Yeah. Jordan Sheffield. And then yeah, let's get Justin Lawrence some seasoning down to AAA. And then we want Yency Almonte. Yeah, we'll leave him in that role there, so we'll put him there, and then Justin Lawrence we'll send down. And that should finalize my bullpen, I believe. So that leaves me with 14 pitchers. Oh no, I still have to cut one more. Missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now why is... Am I not counting right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be 13 pitchers. Why does it say I have 14 in the majors right now? That is weird. Oh, that's why, because Daniel Bard is still considered in the majors and he's on the injured list. Okay, I'm an idiot. So anyways, how to order your pitching rotation, your bullpen, so you get the guys you want to get the most usage. So whoever you want to be the closer, put him in your closer spot. Whoever you want to be your top setup guy, put him in your setup role. Now for middle relief pitching, the guy that you want to get the most amount of appearances and the most amount of holds is going to be in this first middle relief spot. Now sometimes if the game goes with the best overall, which is usually fine. So, but usually this first relief spot will be best, and then so on for second and third. And then you always want to put your lefty, your middle relief lefty, in the fourth spot because the game will preferentially pick left-handed relievers, no matter where they are put or what their overall is, just because the game sometimes you just need a lefty. So, and then usually I put up one of these guys in the long relief spot is a true long reliever like Chichi Gonzalez, and then I usually put somebody I want in low leverage roles like a Yency Almonte. They'll rack up a lot of innings pitched, but they won't be in too high leverage of situations, so they should be able to do a little bit better. Okay, so now what I got to do is I got to try to figure out who to cut from this roster. Probably going to send Brendan Rodgers down and Trejo, mainly because I want Rodgers to get regular at-bats to start the season, and I don't need Trejo right now. And that gets me at 26. We are set for the MLB rosters, and I believe I'm also set at all the other rosters as well. So I always like to give myself a quick little save before I go to the start of the regular season, just because, you know, I don't trust I don't trust this game sometimes to not mess up stuff. So let's go. Send to regular season. Let's see. Is there any contract extensions? I mean, if I wasn't playing for a rebuild, I probably would extend Trevor Story, but we are going to trade him, so let's just move on. Okay. So, good for you, scouts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let us get our lineups. Our rotation and bullpen should be set already. We're good to go there. So let's get our lineup all set. So Tapia going to start in left. I don't need to worry about the no DH lineups, which makes this a little bit easier to deal with. So make sure I got all my starters set. I don't think I want... I definitely want Hampson in the lineup. Okay. I'm going to go with Elias Diaz to start every day just because I want that defense. Probably going to regret that decision, but, you know, who cares? So Jonathan Daza. So let's put Hampson in center because we want Hampson to start for sure. Do we want Jonathan Daza's or Sam Hilliard? I want Sam Hilliard's bat in the lineup with that power. Now the question is no, I definitely want Hampson because of that speed. Although Hilliard does have pretty good speed, but Hampson's got better defensive numbers, even though he doesn't have the arm. So, all right, leading off, Tapia or Hampson. No, probably not Hampson. Probably put Hampson. We'll do. You know what? We'll put Charlie Blackmon in the leadoff spot. Hampson, good protection. They're not going to want to walk in with good bats behind him. So, yeah, we'll put him there. Trevor Story hitting third, of course. Crone. Or Hilliard. Let's put Hilliard. Let's put McMahon third. And then Crone right behind him for protection with the big lefty smasher right behind him. And then Hilliard, followed by Fuentes, followed by Tapia in the ninth. Oh, no, because it puts me too... Yeah, I'm going to keep Tapia in the ninth. I like having guys who get on base pretty well in the ninth spot, so when the lineup rolls over, we can get some offense from there. So should get pretty much the same makeup. We'll just have Jonathan Daza in the DH spot against lefties instead of... Sam Hilliard because he's not as great against lefties. But for this, let's see, we have Blackmon leading off. Yeah, I guess I can leave Blackmon there and put Hampson in the second spot. Story there again. We'll put Crone right behind him as well. No, actually, switch him up there. Just leave McMahon there in the 4 spot, Crone right behind him. Tapia hits lefties pretty well. I did not realize that. Not a ton of power, though. I'll put Jonathan Daza, then Tapia, Fuentes, and then Diaz hitting ninth. So that settles that lineup. So now let's do the 2 rotations for my minor league guys. Castellani, Lambert, Rodriguez is a starter. Senzatella, we're going to want to get him starting. There we go. So closer, let's put Ross Cup in the closer role, just because he doesn't need to get a ton of work. Jose Mujica, he's definitely going to be in that role there. Let's see. Whoever, yeah, so Estevez, will put him there. So Diaz there. Actually, Justin Lawrence, then Diaz, then Harvey, then Bowden, and then we'll put Gilbreth in the long relief spot so we can get a good amount of work from there. And then, so we'll put Senzatella, followed by Lambert, Santos, Rodriguez, and Castellani. Good. Okay, so Chris Russin, I'm going to have in my rotation. Doesn't have great stamina, but he's nobody else really to be able to start for this roster. Okay, so we want to keep Tony. We want to make sure Tony Losi gets some low leverage work. Probably. Do I have any guys that have any length? Tinoco does. Okay, we want to put him in the. And then let's put Tony Losi up there. Brian Gonzalez. We'll put him in the closer role. So then we put... actually, Tony Losi we'll put in the closer role. We'll put Tommy Doyle up here. Put Brian Gonzalez in the setup role. Heath good. Yeah, it works for me. Okay, my bullpens are all set. Now time to fix the lineups real quick. Oh, goodness gracious. I did not want Ryan Velotti at AA. Gonna need to change that real quick. Good. Those guys are set. Sometimes I have this stuff preset when I come in, and they like to kind of just do their own thing. Sometimes the game just puts guys where you don't really want them, which is kind of frustrating. I just wish that the game would leave it alone and not do it for you. I already had it set up how I wanted it, and you had to go and ruin everything, so I appreciate that. So yeah, we want Ryan Velotti at AA. I think that's the only thing that maybe they changed, which is kind of frustrating. 5. No, I don't want Zach Beam there. So I need one more in AA then is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's right. I had Julio Carreras in AA. Okay, so that should be good. We can set our lineups now. So Manuel Melendez, right field. Longy have a good arm? Yeah, we'll put Longy in right field. Greg Bird, we want him to play. Who's a better fielder between the two of them? Yeah, it's gonna be. Wow, that was a lucky guess. Jose Gomez, third base. Okay. So that's gonna be Brendan Rodgers right there. And then shortstop trail. Actually, I don't want Taylor Motter starting. I want to get Casey Golden some at-bats. Okay. So build that lineup from here. Probably want to put Rodgers second. Somebody with good discipline first would be ideal. Greg Bird, we're going to put him. We'll put him fourth because of all that power. Daniel Melendez. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just have Melendez lead off. Bird. Golden. Longy. I'm pretty okay with how this looks, so we just got to set up the other one. Now, right field was, we wanted that to be Longy. And then we wanted Golden in left. Joe at first base. That was going to be Rodgers. And then Trejo is the last one. Briseño. Definitely want Briseño in the lineup against lefties. Hit Rabago. You know what? Let's just let Briseño get all the at-bats. Because we're probably looking to try to bring him up a little bit. Okay, so probably just going to build a lineup the same. Only difference, I think, is probably have... Well, we're going to have Trejo lead off this time around. And then Rodgers, Joe, Bird, Golden, Longy, Gomez, Briseño, and Melendez. Actually, do we want to move? We do want to move him up. Probably, yeah, we want to put him over Golden a little bit. Actually, looking at that, I probably want to put Longy over Golden here too. Yeah, move Golden down a little bit. And I believe that's probably it. So there you have it. I have my AAA lineup set. Bertram, Blomgren, Mundell. So put left fielder. So Montero. There we go. So who's on the bench here? Do any of these guys start? Brenton Doyle, we want to get every day at bats, but we got Jameson Hanna there as well. Oh, so Hanna can stay in center. Yeah, Doyle can go to right. That's good. And then we McIver. We want him catching for sure. Oh, that's the wrong lineup. Nice start. Nice start, Anthony. Anyway, so we kind of have an idea of what we're looking at anyways. So, McIver. Montero. Get him in the lineup. Doyle we wanted in right field. And then... who we want to put? We probably want to bring you in the DH spot. Yeah. And then leading off, I like those numbers. We'll put Velade second. Good power, so Montero hit fourth. Doyle, we'll put him fifth. I'm trying to find somebody who can lead off well. Yeah, I guess Burcham will be fine for now. Lomgren, we're going to put him 9th. Hannah, we'll put him 8th. Actually, with that speed, put him 9th. Believe Britton Doyle. Yeah, alright. I think I am okay with how that looks. And then just finish up here. Final lineups. Doyle, we wanted in right field. Brayu. There. Montero. And then Velade. Put him second again. Burcham, lead off again. Mundell. Montero. Doyle. Yeah, I guess Brayu hits lefties pretty well, so I just leave him there. And there we go. We should be all set. All lineups are good to go. First game of the season is going to be against the Dodgers, so that's not going to go well against... we're not going to talk about Trevor Bauer right now. But yeah, so we are set to go. Let's just go to the standings. You see how bad our team really is. 22nd ranked, pretty good in contact and power, but after that, oh boy. 30th in pitching, which we knew we were going to be struggling with. 19th in defense and 16th in speed. So this team's going to struggle all year, and that's quite fine. We are ready for the long haul. Probably try to get this team into a championship contender, and I hope 4 years would be the ideal timeline, but we'll see how things go. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to go and sim this first month of the season, get some scouting done, and I think I will come back with you guys either at the end of April or maybe I'll come back at the end of May just before the draft. We can do an episode with the draft and a nice little prime for the rest of the season as we go towards trade season. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your nights.